Me rise is a big split, me a blaze. Purple skunk when it clear. Indoor pushing on me brain. All defense drain. Active business. Yeah, we have weed for sale. For me friend them we locked up. Regular me send weed got jail.
Executive producer Azariah Milan Cartagena is in the building. Swiss Beats, Biggie is a god. And I definitely tell you before, but I'll tell you again. That record was made because of Fat Joe. Biggie had beef with Tupac Shakur. Bone Thugs was cool with Tupac. I was extremely cool with Bone Thugs. They were my label mates. We were brothers. Then go flow, que pasa, papi? They were my brothers, and Biggie knew it, so he hit me up and said, Joe, I want to do a song with them. I stepped to them. They said, Joe, we cool with Tupac. I said, listen, it's B.I.G. Stay neutral, ride this thing out. And they so happy that they showed up and they did it. Shout out to Steve Lobel for bringing them there and putting me on the phone with Bone Thugs to make sure we got it done. Now, people, sometimes I say shit. You might think maybe I'm lying, but no sir, guys. I also was there. My biggest claim to fame in my career is being in the studio with Biggie while he wrote Hypnotize. That's my biggest claim to fame. I'm in there just hanging out with him, being the brother, loving my brother, chilling with him, and he's doing Hypnotize. To this day, every time Hypnotize comes on anywhere in the world, I cannot believe it. I'll be like, wow, I was there. I always, no matter where I'm at in the world, some of you, if you've been around me, you know that when Hypnotize came on in Saint-Tropez, wherever, I tap whoever's next to me and be like, yo, I was there, I was there. There's nothing like being, big up, Busy Bone, big up all the bones, all the bones. Of course, Busy Bone was the standout guy in the Bones. There's no question about that. You know, and it's crazy because he came on right after Biggie. That's crazy because he usually used to go like last or take his time, but he was right on that. He knew this was a big moment, and so he came on. So happy birthday, Notorious B.I.G. You know, I would say definitely, if not my favorite rapper ever. And I know Fat Joe and Big Pun, Fat Joe, Terror Squad fans will get mad at me if I don't say Big Pun. But what I'm saying is Pun is there too. But Biggie is, you know, he might be my favorite of all time. I don't know. The shit is there. He's there. The level of excellence Biggie had, I never heard a whack Biggie rhyme. Every time he was featured on a record, whether it was a total record, a 1 to 12, whoever's record, yo, Biggie featured, we ran and tuned in, and it was incredible. And when you talk about this flow right here, the Bone and I'm dangerous. Ain't too many getting banged with us. Straight in there. At the time, I wasn't sure if any New York rapper could even hit that flow. At that time, it was like almost forbidden for a New York rapper to hit that flow. I'm dangerous. Ain't too many getting banged with us. Right? And so, that was amazing, amazing, amazing. Notorious B.I.G. never changed. And you know, on this show, whether it's his birthday or unfortunate his death, we celebrate Biggie all the time. I don't feel good if it's my birthday, if I'm on a vacation, if I'm anywhere where I'm supposed to feel good, if I'm not playing Notorious B.I.G. And I had heard of Jay-Z from the street and from rap, hip-hop culture, but not like that. It wasn't until Biggie was telling me, yo, I got this dude, he's my man, he's Jay-Z. Then I truly realized that Jay-Z was going to be a big boy. You gotta understand, Biggie Smalls came from the underground and just blew up overnight. And we gotta give that credit, or some of that credit, to Puff Daddy, because I'm sure Puff Daddy told him, yo, B.I.G, you gotta rap to this Juicy beat. Yo, B.I.G, you gotta rap to this B.i.G beat. Yo, B.I.G, you gotta rap. So, I'm sure Puff was leading them towards the promised land, which is the reason we play his music to this day so much, the big hits. And so, before that, B.I.G was underground. And so B.I.G, I believe, is the first street rap. I'm sure there has to be somebody before him, but in my era, first street rapper, underground rapper to rap over R&B beats and make hits like that. And then everybody else did it. So he led the way. He led the way with the quality of albums, even in the skits. When he had the mad rap on it. You tell him when you mad. Man, you don't play shit. You know, I got you don't play shit. And so it was a movie. It was a movement. You know, I knew Biggie when he was underground. Next thing I knew, he was number 1, 2, and 3 on the Billboard Awards, talking about Brooklyn, we did it. Brooklyn. And so it was Heavy D was before Biggie and Fat Joe and all that, but Heavy D was a nice guy. And Heavy D is one of my idols. My top 3 is LL, KRS, and Heavy D. That's what Fat Joe consists of. If you really study Fat Joe's music and his hits, I am of Heavy D DNA and origin. But Heavy D, Christian Dior, what's up? Heavy D was a nice guy. That's not what we're talking about. I'm talking about a street rapper, hardcore, underground street boom bap rapper making smash hit records. Nobody else did that. Now, and so B.I.G, I remember I had never seen it, you know, in rap music. And it was amazing for me to see. I'll tell you the story. I was in his house in Brooklyn. He had a hockey shirt on. I had an army jacket, Flojo shit with the hoodie. We kicking it. He was like, yo, come to my show tonight. I went to the show. I think it was the Palladium. But when I got there, he was wearing 3-piece suit with the gaiters on, with the shit. And that's when I realized, I said, oh my God, my brother's a superstar. And so, rest in peace, Craig Mack. And so, Craig Mack had that doom. There's no bad boy without Craig Mack. Doom, boom, don't, boom, boom. And so the most amazing thing, right, for those of you who probably, you know, you won't get to meet Biggie, not unless you go to the the hip hop museum in heaven, right? Now imagine that's true. Where you could go up there and see Big and Pac and Pun and Shock G and, you know, Luther Vandross would be singing, and, you know, the greatest, you know, the Sammy Davises and the Franks Sinatras is up there, and it's just a music club. That must be the most amazing, right? And so, so Biggie, the biggest thing about Biggie was that he never changed. If he loved you, if he was your friend, yo, Noriega, what's up, Eno? If he was your friend, if he was your brother, he never changed on you. He was the same guy no matter how much money he got. And I tell you all the time, unfortunately, in the hip-hop community, everybody hurries up to be an asshole. Everybody comes from nothing. They get money and they try to be an asshole and act like they're the biggest assholes in the world. Sit. Study them all. You look at the award show, everybody, the more famous one of them get, the more cocky they are on stage. Like, yo, bro, everybody gets that chance. And so, but Biggie was the same way. You couldn't find him thinking he's better than you. You couldn't find Biggie changing on you. If he knew you, he'd stop the car in the middle of the street, jump out, talk to you. While he was in an unprecedented level of success. He's like nobody had ever went 1, 2, or 3 overnight. He had rap beefs. He had this. He's on everybody. It was so much he was dealing with. And he still maintained being the same guy he was. And so, you're not crazy. Shout out to the guy I met on the airplane today. I keep meeting a lot of people now that I'm out. Thank you, vaccine, Moderna. Joe Stanford from Chicago. I wrote a rhyme and my cologne melted the whole rhyme. This is some bullshit. And I'm hoping this dries up and I can read it. Cause look, it looked like the dog bit it. It looked like I threw it in the laundry. I wrote a rhyme today on the plane and met quite few cool people on the plane. And so, you know, the one and only B.I.G. left behind some kids, beautiful kids. I follow his daughter. His son is acting, you know. And so, always respect to them. I know they got to relive this thing every time it's his birthday, every time it's his death. We won't let him go. We won't let him go. We won't. And every time his birthday come or his death anniversary, we go hard. We go hard for B.I.G. and we won't forget him. We won't give up on him. We love him. And when you give this infectious love, upliftment of the people, when you see his funeral, and I know this is a beautiful day, and people in Brooklyn are on top of the cars. I was out there. I was out there. Forrest Gump. I was in the crowd in Brooklyn. I wasn't in. I wanted to be with the people and feel what they felt. Put a candle in front of his building. And I was out there with the crowd when they were screaming. And so, when you give that energy out in the world, that loving, that no hate, that loving energy, it lasts forever. The light never turns off. Wild Cherry Pepsi. And so 24 years later, we still out here throwing them up, posting them, whatever. If they invent some new social media shit, we gonna throw them up. It's the B.I.G. We love them. And so I started with nothing. I started from the projects. And when I get to go somewhere where the ocean is so blue, somewhere where I never thought I would be, I gotta throw on B.I.G. Shout out to It's a 10, my brother Jeff, because me and Jeff done drank plenty of Ciroc and club sodas to that B.I.G. It was all a dream. And so when I feel best in my life, I feel happiest in my life, I gotta listen to some B.I.G. That's what it's about. And so me, I had the honors of knowing the B.I.G., him being my brother. I gave him his first show in the Bronx, his first show in New York. I knew ahead of time when I seen him at the Lyricist Lounge. He was with Puff Daddy. He battled like 20 guys. He beat them all. White, black, Puerto Rican, Mexican, whoever you want to name. He was just up there slaughtering everybody. Flojo was already out. And so at that time, you couldn't really make money like that. Well, at least not me. And so my song was #1 in America, but I was getting $500 a show. $1,000 if I was the illest. So I had to pay my bills. I've always been the guy to pay my bills. And I told you once I started rapping, the street game wasn't for me no more. I just moved on, never looked back. And so I had to pay the bills. So on the side, my side hustle would be throwing parties at the Fever with Sal Abatello. And one of my first shows was Biggie Smalls. This is when Party and Bullshit had first came out. I had booked him just off of seeing him beat 20 guys by himself single-handedly. Puff Daddy was there jumping up and down. Yo, this is my guy. Same Puff Daddy. Same energy. And so how do you feel when it's Biggie's birthday? And so that's how I feel about B.I.G. Yesterday was Busta Rhymes' birthday, I was so caught up. Listen, guys, yesterday might have been the happiest day in the years of my life. To see an institution, the Hip Hop Museum, break ground in the Bronx. And to see all these people I looked up to my whole life. Everybody doesn't have to be rich or wealthy or have material things for you to look up to them or for them to be your idols. They could just be beautiful people, contributors to the game, movers and shakers, people who played big roles in your life. And so yesterday I'm surrounded by people I watched growing up, and it was amazing. They finally get acknowledged and get something of their own, the Hip Hop Museum. I seen people like Sha Rock and Little Rodney C and the UTFO and the Soul Sonic Force Pow Wow and the Zulu Nation. And these are the people I looked up to when I was growing up, and I felt like a kid in there, man. And it was just one of the best days of my life. And people looked at me and they said, man, Joey's happy. I got so many calls from across America of friends of mine, and they just said, you're glowing, man. You're happy, man. You're glowing. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, man. You talk about a kid that came from the projects who just loved hip-hop music, breakdancing and writing graffiti, and then rapped. And now I'm amongst the legends that I loved. And then they get me to talk and grab the shovel, and it's a fairy tale. It's a fucking fairy tale to sit there. And to sit there with people of all races and religions and everybody who came together for hip-hop music from all walks of life that would never come together, would never form this collage of human beings. It was an amazing day. And so it was amazing, amazing day to just be honored to be there. And to play a significant role was incredible. Shout out to the Tats crew. Bio, B.i.G, Nicer. Very big part of hip-hop history. Ruben Diaz Jr. And so Biggie. And then, so I'm all in that moment, and my daughter, the executive producer, says, hey, buddy, you're slipping. What happened, mama? It's the GOAT's birthday. This guy is one of her favorite guys on earth. Busta Rhymes. It's a GOAT's birthday. And I'm like, oh my God. And so I got to go into this Busta thing. Because let me tell you something, Busta Rhymes, he's a weird friend. He loves so much, but I'm scared of Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes, if you get him upset, you have a problem in a major way. And so I'm like, Jesus Christ. And so I'm like, yo, Busta Rhymes, and yo, oh my God. And, you know, I hit him up. He said, love you, King. I salute you, General. But if I ain't hit that boy up, I would have had a major problem. DJ Surge, what's up, my brother? I used to go to Surge's house. Surge, my first DJ. And I used to, one thing I tried to do in hip hop that never worked was DJ. And Surge kept trying to teach me, man, but I couldn't catch it. I need to try to learn now, Surge. And shout out to Grandmaster Flash. I spoke to Grandmaster Flash several times today. Living legend, one of the three fathers. When I see Flash, I see the truth. I see a pioneer, a living legend, and I love this guy. The same way I love Melly Mel and the rest of the Grandmaster Flash equally, I love all these guys. I mean, there's no Fat Joe if it ain't for them. Happy birthday, Havoc of Mobb Deep, friend to the show, another GOAT. I watch the biggest producers on earth listen to Havoc and get inspired from Havoc. Mobb Deep as a rap group is legendary. One of the greatest rap groups ever. And so happy birthday, Hav. God bless you. Shout out to Queensbridge. Hav came on here the other day and told us how he made the beat with the, you know, the project stove when the fire don't work and it goes. He used that as the hi-hat for Shook Ones. You can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. And so tonight, we're going to rock out. Hold up one second. Let me see. We're going to take it there.
Yo, yo. Yo.
Yo, Ted, I owe you a wild. I gotta
yeah.
send you
I mean,
cash
come on.
out. Nah.
Presentation.
Nah, you support. Nah, yo, listen. I'm gonna send you a cash out, okay?
Come on,
yo, Ted. I'm
right.
telling you, I got you.
You remember.
Yo, Ted, thank you for the sweatshirt like no other.
Yeah. No, crazy. That cotton candy crazy right now.
Hey, yo, let me ask you something. Since Fat Joe wore it, did that color explode yet?
No. The price went up. Joe, different.
Yo, that shirt is mean.
Yeah, that's a mean one. But we got all flavors though. You know, you just, you on your Balenciaga, but you know, like no other, man. Make you feel different.
Nah, I'm doing that like no other. It's like a Balenciaga.
Heavy.
That shit fly. If I threw it on, it's fly.
Heavy. Yo, Joe.
Let's get there. Let's go, B.I.G.
Yo, Joe, man. You know, I'm loading some things up, and it's too much. Busta and Biggie, like it's like we got to take our. It's a lot. Where my headphones?
Let's rock.
Hold on. Where my headphones at? My bag. Oh, those are mine? Let me get those here.
Straight face. Do you remember?
Yo, Joe, it's too much.
Yeah, but you know you got it. You know what you're going to do.
Yeah, I'm putting it together. We're going to go live. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me get situated. Live from the Haven. You know how we do. Test move, straight face. You remember. You know what I'm in? Hello? We good?
The levels is
check
good.
Check it out. I'm just going to start. Damn, this is too much. It's too much. No, for real, Joe, this is too much.
All right, what you gonna play first?
Let me hold on. Let me look for it. Hey, hold on. I'm over here right now. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. My favorite Busta Rhymes.
Yeah. As a shorty.
On Sunday, May 30th, we got that Blend for Blend battle in Queens at Speed World. Tickets are in my bio on my Instagram. That's May 30th, Labor Day weekend, Memorial Day weekend. And then we in East Harlem, June 5th, Saturday for that roller jam. Lord have mercy. The Test Move Old School Roller Jam is back Saturday, June 5th. White Park, Hunt 6th Street, 3rd and
Yo, Sad, you're about to get a Wild Cherry Pepsi Cash App.
Come on, man.
Stay tuned.
Come on,
Stay
man. You see the presentation?
Nah, it looks amazing. Send Rich Player the Cash App.
Yes.
Send him the Cash App. Yo,
Yes.
Serge was good. I love you, Ted. Be
Love
safe,
you, bro.
all
You
right?
ready? 100.
Say up. Yo, listen, man. It ain't gonna happen, man. You know what I realized? You guys in trouble when Fat Joe go. Because nobody allowed himself to have fun like Fat Joe. Nobody allowed themselves to put it all out there and make the people enjoy themselves. All the artists like me, they too busy trying to be cool and be about themselves. They missing out on all the fun. They missing out on all the blessings, man. They missing out on the fun with the people, really interacting with the people. Wow. Biggie birthday, Busta birthday, Havoc birthday. Legendary shit. Nobody coming up here acting a fool like me. Nobody high blood pressure to 10,000. Sheesh. Shout out Ted Smooth for making this very, very special. And Tupac is king. There's no hate here. We love everybody. We love everybody. Hip hop, we love you. Wherever you from. Peace, y'all. It's the biggest in the game.